Are you going to join my live? Hello, everyone. Okay, a couple things. One, I'm trying a little bit different camera setup today, and I'm not sure how well this is going to work. I might need to move it because, yeah, I think I'm going to move it. Hold on. Sorry. I need to be looking. There we go. I need to be looking in the same direction for the camera as I am for looking at the chat. I'm not sure this is going to work. I might need to put it up here. There we go. Back to its old traditional spot on the top of the monitor. All right. I hope some people will join. I decided to schedule this live unexpectedly at the last minute. I have been trying to decide when to do this 500 subscriber live. Hi, Cider. Thank you for joining. I've been trying to decide when to do this 500 subscriber live stream celebration since I hit 500 subscribers on or just after Christmas Day. And I was hoping to wait until I had a little bit more subscribers. Right now, I'm sitting at 506. And I was hoping I would grow a little faster after I hit 500 subscribers, but that's where we're at. So I guess we're going to go ahead and do this today. Why can't I see? Oh, there we are. Are you joining?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, while we're waiting for more people to hopefully join the live stream, and if you are watching this later and not live, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to give you a few facts and figures to kind of update you on the status of my channel. Okay. I set a goal of 500 subscribers by Christmas Day because Christmas Day was the 2.5 year, thank you, 2.5 year anniversary of officially starting my YouTube channel. And some of you may have noticed, and nobody's ever asked me about this, but I wonder if people are curious. I do have some videos on my YouTube channel. If you like sort my videos from oldest to newest, there's a few videos on there from Fort Snelling in St. Paul, Minnesota. I think it's in St. Paul. It's either in St. Paul or Minneapolis. That I took when my son and I were visiting one time for a special World War II event that they were having. And I posted those to YouTube before I officially started my YouTube channel. I haven't taken them down. So I wasn't officially a YouTube creator at the time I posted those videos, but I haven't taken them off my channel because people are interested in them and people do like those videos. So I've left them on there. So if you're ever wondering why I have older videos on my channel than when I say I started my channel, that's why. Okay. So I had set a goal of 500 subscribers by Christmas Day, and I don't know exactly when I hit 500 because I went to bed on Christmas Day night and I did not have 500, but when I got up and came to my computer on the morning of December 26th, I did have over 500. So I don't know if it was on the 25th or the 26th. Sometime that night, I passed 500. And watching some of the other smaller YouTube channels and how they've grown and some of my YouTube creator friends, once they hit 500, they just seem to start really growing really fast. And so I've been really excited thinking that that was what was going to happen to me too. And it hasn't. In fact, 2 or 3 days after I hit 500, I lost 3 subscribers again. And one of the most discouraging things I think about subscriber growth is that I keep losing subscribers. And it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back all the time. I'll gain 5 and then I'll lose 3. And so it's just been really, really, really slow. And I guess what I'm really comparing it to is my son's channel, which is Shadow Star Plays. We started our YouTube channels within a day of each other, right? I don't know. We started them very close together, the same month. And Shadow currently has almost 5,000 subscribers. So, and you know, he does great content. If you haven't checked out Shadow Star Plays, please be sure to check out his channel. It is a very different channel than mine, but he does a fantastic job. He does very high quality videos. Shadow just published a video a little bit ago showing how he makes his videos, which I think is going to be, it's a longer video for him, but he explains all about his entire process, which a lot of fans ask him about very frequently. And so, hi, thanks for joining. And so be sure to check out that video, because even though his videos are basically all animation, the process for how to create a video is the same or very similar for all YouTube creators. So if you're interested in how videos are made for YouTube and the process, be sure to check out Shadow's video that he posted today. Okay, so if you're not aware, to be able to earn any money from YouTube, which the main way that people earn money from YouTube is by earning a percentage of the ad revenue that from the ads that YouTube puts on your videos. Now, if you're watching this video right now, or you're watching my videos up until this point, you know I don't have any ads on my videos. Shadow does. To have YouTube put you in the program where they show ads on your videos and then you earn a percentage of that ad revenue, you have to meet two criteria. You have to have 1,000 subscribers, a minimum of 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have a minimum of 4,000 public watch hours. Hours. It's a lot of viewing. Cider, I do agree with you about that. Yeah. Okay. The other thing, Cider, I would say about that, Cider says he thinks he has to do with the target audience and that Shadow's audience is younger, which I totally agree. The other thing I think is I wonder, looking at my analytics and the people that watch my videos, I wonder if a lot of them don't understand how to subscribe. Or they click subscribe, but then it wants them to, of course, set up an account for Google or YouTube or whatever. It's the same thing. And they're like, I don't want to do that. That's too much hassle. And so they don't bother. I do worry that that is part of the problem, which is why a while back, it's probably more than a year ago now, I made a video about how to subscribe to a YouTube channel. I made a very basic step-by-step video to explain to people how to subscribe to a YouTube channel. I don't know if it helped. I don't think so. But anyway, okay, so for most creators, they tend to reach that 1,000 subscriber requirement first. They reach the 1,000 subscriber requirement, and then later they reach the 4,000 public watch hours. That's the case for almost every creator. I was the opposite. I have almost 5,000 public watch hours, and I'm still only at 506 subscribers. Were you? Did you get your watch hours first? Yeah. His were closer, but okay. I have 110,000 views on my channel. I have plenty of views. My two most popular videos have over 10,000 views each. Most channels, if they're getting that many views and have videos that are that popular, they would have 2, 3, 4, 5,000 subscribers by now. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why people won't subscribe to my channel, and I don't know why people don't stay subscribed. It doesn't cost you anything to be subscribed. You don't even have to watch the videos if you don't want to. I mean, I'm subscribed to about 38 to 40 channels, and I don't watch every video they do. I watch the ones that interest me. There's a couple people, like I watch every one of Shadow's videos, obviously. I watch every one of Morgan from Very Unofficial Travel Guides videos. My favorite ones. Hi, thank you everyone for joining. I watch the videos that I really like. But just because you're subscribed doesn't obligate you to watch every single video I make. I mean, I hope you'll watch them. I hope you'll watch the ones that interest you. But what I really, really wish is that people would please subscribe and please stay subscribed. It's just like Instagram. What's with Instagram? People follow, unfollow constantly. My followers on Instagram, it goes up and down and up and down and up and down. Why do you keep undoing? I don't understand. I don't understand people who subscribe or follow and then stop. I don't get it. Does anybody understand? I don't get it. But anyway, I have set a new goal of 1,000 subscribers by the 3-year anniversary of my channel, which would be the end of June of this year, 2021. So I really, really hope I can get that 1,000 subscribers by that date. So please help me out. If you are watching this video and you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, it would really mean a lot to me and it would really help us. It really, really would. Okay, just to give you a couple more facts and figures before I get into the Q&A, I have almost 350 videos on my channel now. That's a lot of videos. And I have 341, I think, right now. I have 341. And I know what you're saying, Gypsy Cabs. I just don't like to restrict myself to one thing, though. I mean, and right now, being a travel channel, it's very difficult. I obviously cannot produce travel content right now in the pandemic. So most travel channels right now are not making their normal content. We have to make something else. And so, because we can't go anyplace. So it's, you know, we want to make consistent, videos and be consistently putting out videos for our viewers, but we're kind of limited in what we can do. And I honestly don't like channels that are that niched. I really don't. I mean, like you mentioned Wisconsin Dells. My Wisconsin Dells videos are definitely my most popular and most viewed videos. But I've been going to Wisconsin Dells for almost 50 years and I'm sick of it. I don't care if I ever go back. And I don't want to keep playing. Yeah, even Shadow's saying, I'm done. I want to do other things. And I don't completely agree with that because people like Flying the Nest or Kara and Nate, who have over 1 million subscribers each, they do a broad range of travel stuff. So no, they're not. Their niche is travel, which is what mine is too. So yeah. Anyway, okay. And same as like Morgan. And there's lots of travel where travel is the niche, and that is my niche. But I have to do other content right now. How can you tell that, Cider? 5 out of 10 people watching don't have an account. When you click on the that's cool. So people, yeah, I guess why don't people have YouTube accounts? That's interesting. That's an interesting thing. If you don't have a YouTube account, so not only are you not subscribing to me, you're not subscribing to anybody, right? So why? I don't get that.
What does he mean by the subscriber? Oh, how do you see
this? Click here and then participants.
Huh.
So only these people have an account. The other people who are watching don't have one, so they don't show up here.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Thank you for telling us. Okay, anyway. Going back to, I have almost 350 videos on my channel. And right before I went live, Shadow and I were discussing how long do we estimate on average we spend creating a video. It varies a lot. It varies a lot depending on what the video is, how long the video is, and how long it takes to edit and all of that. But I would say on average, yeah, good point, Dane. I would say family travel is my niche. Yes, that's very true. Yes. And especially even a smaller niche is single parent travel or solo parent travel. Yes, I have definitely tried to make that my specific thing, is that solo parent travel or family travel, which, yes, I would agree with you, Dane. Good point that's kind of what my niche is. And I feel like it's a very small one, so I don't know. But yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Okay, so we figure we spend about an average of 8 hours per video on average. So if I have almost 350 videos on my channel, that's 2,800 hours of work that I've put in making videos for YouTube in my first 2.5 years. That's a lot of work. A full-time job for 1 year is 2,080 hours, to give you some perspective. So it's really nice to have people subscribe. It's really nice to get feedback. It's really nice to get comments and likes, because that's a lot of work that we're putting forth. And I don't just do it for those things. I do it because it's fun, and I do it because it's interesting to me. I do it because I'm very, very passionate about travel, and I want to share this information with you and help people, and also because it helps preserve our family memories too. And so I do it for all those reasons, which are all selfish reasons for myself. But to be able to get some kind of reward for all those hours of work definitely is nice. So, okay. I don't know when we'll be in Green Bay next. That's a good question. Probably not in the winter. Okay. I have 5 questions for you guys today. So I'm going to ask you guys 5 questions, and I want my viewers to answer these questions. And I'm sorry, I'm not using StreamYard today. I had been using the free version of StreamYard, which would allow me to pop up here on the screen your responses from the chat. But the limitation of the free version of StreamYard is that I can only have 10 people participating in the chat at a time. And I mean, there's 10 people right now. So if we get more than that, then somebody's getting bumped off and having to wait in the waiting room. And I don't like that. So I wanted to include everybody today that wants to participate. So I will just try to read out your stuff from the chat. I would like to get a paid full version of live streaming software at some point. But again, I need to get monetized. So I have money that I can invest back in the channel to be able to do something like that. So again, help me out. Subscribe, please. Okay. Thank you to the 506 of you who are currently subscribed. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all greatly. Okay. Here are my 5 questions for you, my viewers. If you are not watching this video live right now and you're watching it later, please put your responses to these 5 questions in the comments below. Okay, question number 1. Do you remember what the first video you ever watched on my channel was? Or put another way, how did you find my channel originally? So go ahead and type your response in the chat. Do you remember what the first video you watched on my channel was, or how you found my channel? Shadow says, Single Mom Travel, which was the first official video I did for my channel. And he said, because you're my mom. Okay, what about the rest of you? Do you remember what the first video you watched was? Or, okay, the hotel tour of La Quinta in Wisconsin Dells. Okay, good one. That was from August, just this past August. And that was a last-minute, spur-of-the-moment stay. And I picked that hotel because it's a newly built hotel in Wisconsin Dells. And I knew that people would be interested in seeing it because a lot of people hadn't gotten the chance to stay there yet. Because literally, days after it opened, it had to close again because of the pandemic. And then it had just reopened when we stayed there. Okay, Mushy Games says, found my channel through Cider. Okay, and just watched a lot of my videos after that. Wisconsin Dells, Dane. Okay, great. Yeah, I think a lot of people have found my channel from my Wisconsin Dells videos. If you look up certain resorts in Wisconsin Dells on YouTube, some of my videos are in the top 2-3 search results that you get. Okay, the one with the trampoline on a cruise. The Sky Pad on Mariner of the Seas. That was from our Mariner of the Seas cruise in August of 2018. And I just, again, very impromptu. The kids decided they wanted to do it. It was embarkation day. We hadn't even left port yet. And I just, are they really? Okay. So Shadow was just saying that he looked it up, and 2 of my videos are number 2 and 3 on the search results on YouTube for Great Wolf Lodge. For Great Wolf Lodge and Wisconsin Dells. So yeah, they're very popular Wisconsin Dells videos. That Mariner of the Seas Sky Pad, I just decided to impromptu video the kids trying that out. It was a very new thing for Royal Caribbean. And I think because of that, that's also one of my top 5 videos, I think. Yeah. It was new and it was novel and people didn't know how it worked and they wanted to see that because Mariner of the Seas was the first ship that got it. And we were one of the first people to go on Mariner of the Seas after its dry dock. Okay. Oh, Dean, you've never been to Wisconsin Dells? Okay. Sorry for saying we're sick of it, but like we live in Wisconsin and we've gone hundreds of times probably. And so there is a lot of great, awesome stuff to do in Wisconsin Dells. So by all means, try to go when you can. Okay, you might be staying at La Quinta. And then there's so much to do there, Dane. I would say, do you know that there's a newer Great Wolf Lodge closer to you in the Chicago suburbs? Where is that one? I was actually thinking about going and checking it out to compare. Yeah, be sure to, I have a whole bunch of Wisconsin Dells videos on my channel. So, and I try to give you just tons of information on those. So I really do hope those have helped you. The mac and cheese shop. Yes, we love the mac and cheese shop in Wisconsin Dells. And there's actually 2 locations. There's one out by the Kalahari in Lake Delton, and there's one right downtown Wisconsin Dells. Our trip to Colorado. Did you watch my videos from it, Mushy? Did you watch them? It was great. It was a lot of driving. It was a lot of driving, and it was hard for me because I was the only one who could drive, and driving in the mountains was scary for me. But we had a lot of fun. And like Shadow said in another video, he got to like check off seeing the mountains from his bucket list. But I would say that I have found that traveling during the pandemic is not so fun. And I did a video about that. Hi, Dr. Elefante. I did a video about that, about how travel has changed for me in 2020. And for the most part, it's negative. So I hate to say that, but it really kind of is. So, yeah. Okay, let me go on to number 2, question 2. And then after I ask you guys these 5 questions, I'm going to let you guys ask me more questions too. Okay. How many of you have been watching my latest series on my ankle injury? Have you guys been keeping up on that? A little over a month ago, it was on December 4th, I fell down the basement stairs and broke my left ankle and severely sprained my right ankle. In all honesty, the right one is worse. The one that's not broken is way worse and still hurts every day, all the time. And I will be making there has been progress. The progress is very slow. And I was actually relieved. You'll see this in my upcoming 6-week update video, but I actually went back to the podiatrist and he said, oh yeah, this is really bad. Your right one is really bad. And he said, it's going to be more like 8 weeks. So, yeah, there's a 6-week update video coming next week. Yeah, there'll be a 6-week update coming. And there has been some progress, but it's very slow. So I do want to warn anybody who's ever has an ankle injury like this, it's a lot slower than you think it's going to be. That's been kind of the worst part. Okay, so along those lines, question number 2 for you, my viewers, is, have you ever broken a bone or had a bad accident or injury? So go ahead and share those in the chat or in the comments below if you're watching this later. Have you ever broken a bone? Or have you ever had a bad accident or injury? I can tell you, Shadow, you haven't, have you? Shadow's had a lot of surgery. Yes, Shadow's had 4 or 5 surgeries when he was little. He had a lot of issues that we won't get into, but he's had a lot of surgeries. But no, he has never broken anything. The only other bone I have broken was my nose. And I think I talked about that recently, or is coming up in my 6-week update about, oh gosh, Mushy, that sounds awful. 5th metatarsal. Is that your, oh, in your foot. Okay. You were in a walking boot for 3 months. Okay. Wow. Okay. I slipped in the driveway and broke my nose on my mom's driveway. My mom broke a tiny foot bone. Okay. Andrew broke his wrist, his right wrist, when he was in the summer between 2nd and 3rd grade. He fell off the monkey bars and put his hand down to catch himself and got a compression fracture in his wrist and had to have a cast. And Megan broke her finger playing flag football in gym in 8th grade. So, and she says it still bothers her. It's been 3 years and that finger still bothers her. Anybody else have a bad injury or break story? Okay, well, be sure to leave them in the comments below if you're watching this video later. All right, 3rd question for you, my viewers. What is your favorite video or favorite video series on my channel? Do you have a favorite video that you really, really enjoyed? You've watched it more than once maybe, or a favorite video series on my channel? The Yums, the Universal Yums. How many of you like the Yums videos? We are waiting for our January Yums box to come. It usually comes around the 15th. Somebody else says Yums. The Week at Home. You know, Cider, a lot of people told me that. We did like a day in the life for a whole week. I will tell you, that was a lot of work. That was a huge amount of work to make and edit a daily video every day like that. It was hard, and my poor computer, I don't even know if it could do it at this point. My computer's on its last legs. I really need a new computer. But a lot of people told me they just loved that series, and they really was wishing it wouldn't end. They liked it so much. The cruise videos. Okay. Oh, misadventures. Yes. I was hoping somebody would say that. I love my misadventures and travel series. If you have not watched my misadventures and travel series, please go watch some of those videos. They are a mix of hilarious and terrifying. Okay. It is my real life travel experiences where something went wrong and what happened and what the lesson is or the takeaway from it. And I continue to make them as, thank you, I worked hard on that intro. I continue to make those videos when things go wrong in the future. My most recent one was Scary Night in South Dakota, which was from our Colorado trip in August, which has a lot to do with the pandemic, and hotels. And that was the most recent one. But there's some really good videos with great stories in those videos. If you haven't watched my misadventures and travel series, please do take time to watch those. And Universal Yums again. I'm glad you guys enjoy those. We really enjoy making those. We have a lot of fun making the Universal Yums videos. Anybody else? Okay, well, if you're watching this video later, please be sure to put your favorite video of mine or your favorite video series of mine in the comments below. Okay, question number 4. Oh, I don't mind doing because I think some of them are so funny. Okay, yeah, but problem solving advice. That's why I make those, because I really want people to understand how to deal with problems when you travel, because they happen. Okay, question number 4. What was your last trip? When was the last time you went on a trip or traveled anywhere? Our last one was when we went to Colorado at the end of August of 2020. If you've been following my channel, we had a trip planned. We were going to fly in November over Thanksgiving break, and we canceled it because of the pandemic and our concerns about flying and going to the airports and going to theme parks and stuff. So, okay, you went to California in the summer. Oh boy, I don't think they'd let you in now. Where in California, Mushy? National Harbor. Oh, you went to the Gaylord? Is there one in DC? Or Baltimore? Is that Baltimore? Big trip to Mexico, Cancun. When did you go to Cancun, Cider? Did you feel safe there? The CDC now says nobody should go to Mexico anymore because the kid. Yeah, in Maryland. Okay. Palmdale. In Wisconsin, Mushy? I've heard of Palmdale. Oh, or in California. California, sorry. You road tripped all the way to Texas. And Dane, you said you live in the Chicago region. Okay. To pick up stuff from my family, stayed in Oklahoma. It was very stressful. Oh, yeah. How long ago was that, Dane? When did you do that? Cancun was last year. Okay, this time last year. Oh, so the pandemic hadn't started yet, Cider. So it was probably fine. Yeah, okay. Anybody else? When was your last trip? I guess I'm specifically curious to see who has traveled since the pandemic started and what your experiences were like. Yeah, I agree, Dane. We traveled, we took 3 trips in the summer, but the numbers were really down. And then once we hit September, they just whoop, and that's the end of that. So, and like, if you follow like the Points guy, one of their travel writers said, you know, they traveled through the summer, but now they won't travel anymore. They don't feel safe doing it. California, June 2019, Neverland Ranch. Can you still go there? Is it open? Can you do stuff? I saw it just got sold. Hollywood, downtown LA. Okay. Frankenmuth? Oh. So they must not, California wasn't having the strict stay-at-home orders then that they are now, I take it. Okay. Last question. Number 5. Where is the first place you want to travel to when the pandemic is truly over? Cider's saying that the Gaylord in Baltimore stopped doing the auditorium events. However, I can tell you that the Gaylord in Florida still had a whole Christmas thing this year. The Tim Tracker did a video about it. Hawaii, Italy, anywhere on a cruise, Las Vegas, Hawaii, back to Mexico. For us, it's Europe. We really want to go like anywhere in Europe. My 2 younger kids have never been to Europe, and I haven't been there in 14 years and am missing it terribly. And there's so many more places I want to go in Europe. I'm really hoping to go on a Northern European cruise, either British Isles or the Baltic or the Norwegian fjords for my 50th birthday. But my 50th birthday is in a year and a half, and I'm very worried we may not be able to do it. And if we can't, I'm going to be so sad because I've literally been looking forward to it for like all my adult life. And honestly, on that one, I'm more worried about money than I am about the pandemic. A road trip to Canada. Yes. Shadow would agree with that. Wouldn't you, Shadow? Shadow, where do you want to go when the pandemic's over? Canada. Anybody else? Where the first place you want to go when the pandemic's over? Okay, well, if you're watching this video later, please be sure to leave your responses on where the first place you want to travel to after the pandemic is over in the comments down below. And that was it for my 5 questions for this 500 subscriber live celebration. And now I am going to just open it up to you guys if you have any more questions for me. What's in Canada? Well, Cider, Canada's huge. Oh, ketchup chips. Those were so good. Wait, we didn't get them from Canada. Where did we get the ketchup chips? What Yums was that? What was that? We did. We had ketchup chips and we loved them. Snow. Yes. Shadow loves snow in winter. Thank you for also saying you're a huge fan of Shadow. Canada is humongous. It's bigger than the United States. It's the second biggest country geographically on the planet after Russia. And it has a wide variety of climate and landscape and all sorts of things. Shadow, is there a specific place in Canada that you want to go? I want to go to Churchill and see the polar bears. I want to go to Churchill and see the polar bears. And I want to go to Vancouver, which we would get to stop at Vancouver or Victoria whenever Alaska cruises open up again. If you get to do it, if you do an inside passage Alaska cruise like out of Seattle or Vancouver. And then I would really like to go to the East Coast. I have been to quite a few places in Canada. Quebec is really cool because it's French speaking. There's a lot of French culture and tradition and architecture and food and all that stuff in Quebec. I've been to Montreal. I would like to go to the Atlantic provinces, Newfoundland, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia. Have I been to Virginia? I have been to all 48 of the contiguous United States CIDR, and I have been to Virginia multiple times. We were supposed to go to Virginia on that trip. We canceled over Thanksgiving break. We were going to go to Colonial Williamsburg and Busch Gardens Williamsburg and stay in Ocean City, Maryland and stuff, and we didn't get to do that. So that's still on my list to take the kids to do that. I've been to Washington, D.C. a whole bunch of times and been to Virginia. We went to, the last time we did the whole historic triangle and went to Jamestown and all of that. Okay, no problem. Bye if you have to leave. Anybody else? Oh, Frank Lloyd Wright's. Yeah, we went past, if you watched my video about the house on the rock, why can't I think of the name of it? One of the famous Frank Lloyd Wright houses is right there, right by House on the Rock. Why can't I think of the name of it? I don't know. I say it in the video. And his architecture school was right there. If you don't know, Frank Lloyd Wright is from Wisconsin. Anybody else have any more questions for me? Anything you're wondering about? More about my ankles? More about travel plans? Places we've been in the past? Did anybody watch my video this morning on Walt Disney World restaurants? My favorite type of ride. I do not like the towers where you fall. And CIDR gave me a great video idea this morning, commented on my favorite Walt Disney World restaurants this morning and said, what about your favorite Walt Disney World rides? So we will definitely have to make one of those in the future, eh, Shadow? Okay. One thing I'm going to say about rides, Dr. Elefante, we have a minimal amount of snow. It hasn't snowed much at all. Yeah, we haven't had much snow at all. And there's like none in the forecast. I mean, there's snow covering the grass, but that's it. And it's like maybe an inch. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Shadow and his sister went out and played in the snow the other day, and like it's all grass now in our yard because when they were walking around in it and like spelling words out in the snow and stuff, there wasn't enough snow to like still be snow. It's grass now. Here's the thing with rides. The rides at some amusement parks and theme parks and the rides like at Disney and even kind of Universal are different. I think that, CIDR, my favorite city is London. We don't have any pets. We had a dog, Shannon, a German Shepherd, but she died in 2013, died in her sleep. She was almost 10, which is about what you can expect from a German Shepherd. Yeah, Shadow's sad. I showed a picture of her in some video not too long ago. Okay, but the thing about rides, like, I used to like roller coasters a lot more than I do now. Now I only like certain family-friendly, if you will, roller coasters. Like, for example, I will go on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Disney over and over. Totally love it. Pepsi Streak at Nickelodeon Universe at Mall of America. We'll go on that again and again and again. I don't like, what's the white one at Valley Fair? High Roller at Valley Fair. Nope. I loved that as a teenager, and also the corkscrew at Valley Fair. Loved those when I was younger. Can't do them now. I cannot deal with upside down, and I cannot deal with the steep droppy sensation. So there's only certain kinds of roller coasters I can stand. And for some reason, now that I'm older, I can't deal with going backwards. So like Megan loves Expedition Everest at Disney, and I have ridden Expedition Everest. I screamed my head off the whole time. I went on it with Andrew, but I can't do it anymore because of the backwards parts. It makes me sick and feel dizzy and not good all day. So, but I don't like that droppy sensation. So I'll never do Tower of Terror, for example. I don't do the big drop towers at like Valley Fair. I like the smooth roller coasters without a big drop anywhere in them. I don't mind like little drops, but I don't want, that immediately like go back up again, but I don't like big drops. Should I sell my limited item? Oh dear, that's a question for Shadow. Shadow. Hi. Hi, V. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining. Thank you to everyone who's joined. I'm super happy that all of you are here. Thank you to all of you again who have subscribed and brought me to over 500 subscribers. Yay! Anybody else have any more questions for me before I sign off? And then Shadow and his sister and I are going to go make another video for next week. Any last minute questions? Okay, well, if you were not able to join me live today and you are watching this video, no, they didn't give me any pain meds. Sorry, that was like a little Tourette's of me. No, Dayton, they did not give me any pain meds. That would have been helpful. Okay, if you were not able to join me live today and you're watching this video later, please be sure to answer my 500 subscriber questions. Here, I'll put them up here so you can see what they are. Are those upside? Are they backwards? I can't tell. Are they backwards for you? These were my questions for you guys, if you missed me saying them. So if you're watching this later, answer these questions in the comments below. The Yums Boxes cider. Did you get a subscription? I think you said you did. They are shipped, depending on where you live, they're shipped in such a way that you're supposed to get the box on the 15th of each month. And for the most part, we get ours right on the 15th. And so then we tend to, yeah, that is a good present. And so then we tend to film our video for the Yums box, whatever the weekend is after the 15th. So if the 15th is on a weekend, we might film it right away and it'll be a little earlier in the month. But our Yums videos tend to go up around between like the 20th and 25th of the month, because by the time we film it and then I edit it, and the next regularly scheduled day for me to have a video up would be around that time. So you should get your box about the 15th. So that would be, is that next Friday? Is that right? I can't see the calendar from here. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Thank you for all of you who joined me live. I really appreciate you joining me for this live stream. Unless something exciting or interesting comes up, my next live stream will be when I reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you really want me to do another live stream, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to get all your friends and family to subscribe. Please help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of June. If I can get it earlier than that, that would be awesome. Okay? Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. If you're watching it later, be sure to answer the questions that I posed to my viewers in the comments below. And I will see you guys next time. Safe travels.